And as a matter of fact, to continue on with this, we can dig a little bit into what this data is telling us. And to start with, the creation of mankind, or humankind as male and female, is clearly specified in the first chapter of Genesis, verse 27. And Christian doctrine teaches that the Bible is the inspired Word of God, and so it is the truth, and it is the objective truth. In the polling data of these Christians, and now we're talking about all the categories put together, in the polling data of those Christians who identified as frequent church attendees, that is, they go every week, only 63% agreed that there are only two genders. And so if you turn that around, what you're saying is 37% of frequent church attendees believe in a multiplicity of genders. For the non-frequent attendees, those who come at Christmas and Easter, more or less, only 48% agreed that there are only two genders. That's less than 50%. To me, this is just amazing. Because if you look at another biblical term like atonement, for example, the existence of two genders is a fact that is pretty objectively obvious. There isn't much mystery to the gender situation.
So I agree with you on that count. I think, and I don't know if the poll went into this, but I think a large part of the discrepancy in the numbers, I don't know, because of course we don't have that, they didn't ask the question, I don't think, so we don't have the data, is the people who don't see it as objective truth. I mean, personally, the university I went to, which is a Catholic university, in my Old Testament class, I was taught, and this was many decades ago, I'm aging myself, but I do still look really attractive for those who are just listening. Anyhow.
I agree.
Correct answer. I remember being like, I didn't know, as the professor, it's kind of like when you go to the doctor and he tells you something and you think he knows, I don't know, so it must be true. The way they taught then was very, very much that the Old Testament was analogy, explanation of mankind, man trying to explain his purpose and his reason in life, and not so much that it is literally correct. The story of Genesis to which you refer, Adam and Eve, well, it's just a story. So if the groundwork, the foundation of which reading the Bible and your biblical understanding is that it is it's mostly literature. It's an assortment of literary types. You have biography, you have autobiography, you have scientific data, you have historical data, but you also have quite a bit of fictional storytelling to explain things to each other about why things are good, evil, man, all those sorts of things. And so if that's how you understand what you're reading, then the option of believing what you think it is leaves it wide open.